Hi everyone, my name is Alisa, and today we are diving into an essential topic in English grammar, all the past tenses. Overall, there are 12 tenses in English, but in this video we will focus on the 4 past tenses: past simple, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. You will learn when to use each past tense, common time markers to help you identify the correct tense, and practical examples to show you how these tenses are used in everyday conversations. So if you're ready, let's get started. Let's talk about the past tenses: past simple, past continuous, past perfect, and, of course, past perfect continuous. Just a reminder that you can pause the video at any point of the time and read the information. Also, you can download the presentation using the link below. Let's begin with the past simple tense. We use past simple to describe actions, events, or situations that were completed at a specific time in the past. So, past simple tense describes actions completed in the past at a specific time in the past. For example, I visited Paris last year. The action visiting Paris was completed at a specific time in the past, last year. Also, it describes a series of completed actions in the past. For example, he got up, took a shower, and left for work. The actions got up, took a shower, left occurred one after the other in the past. It also describes habits or repeated actions in the past. The past simple is used to describe habits or routines that occurred regularly in the past, but no longer happen. Time expressions like always, often, or every day are often used. For example, when I was a child, we played outside every morning. The action playing outside was a regular habit in the past, but it no longer happens. So it was a regular habit in the past. Let's take a look at the structure. We have a subject plus past tense verb. Now you may ask me, what is a past tense verb? Past tense verbs. If the verb is regular, we have base verb plus ed. Walk, walked. Walked is a past tense verb. If the verb is irregular, we should use the second form of a verb. Go, went. Went is a past tense verb. For example, I visited Paris last year. I is a subject. Visited is a verb plus ed. It's a past tense verb. She saw a rainbow yesterday. She is a subject. Saw is the second form of a verb. Now, past simple timeline. So we have past, present, and future. Let's take a look at this red dot. A single red dot in the past represents a completed action that is not connected to the present. So it's a specific completed action in the past. For example, she visited London last year. It happened at a specific point in the past, not connected with the present. They played football yesterday. Again, it happened yesterday at the specific point in the past. Before we continue, I would like to let you know that you can download the presentation I'm currently using in this video for a small fee. It will help you master the 12 English tenses even more effectively. You can download it using the link in the description below or in the first comment to this video. Let's take a look at the key time markers for past simple tense. Yesterday. I went to the park yesterday. last week, last month, last year. She graduated last year. Ago. We met 5 years ago. In a specific year. They married in 2012. When. I saw her when I was in the library. So, I saw her when? When I was in the library. Now, let's talk about past continuous tense. Past continuous describes actions or events that were ongoing at a specific moment in the past, or actions that were interrupted by another event. It emphasizes the duration of an action or its in-progress nature during a particular time in the past. So one more time, past continuous describes ongoing actions in the past. For example, at 8 p.m. last night, I was watching a movie. The action, watching a movie, was happening at a specific moment in the past, at 8 p.m. Past continuous also describes interrupted actions. The past continuous is often used to describe a background action that was interrupted by another, shorter action. The interrupting action is usually in the past tense. For example, I was cooking dinner when the phone rang. The ongoing action, cooking dinner, was interrupted by the phone ringing. Let's take a look at the structure of past continuous. We have subject plus was verb plus verb with ing. I was reading when the phone rang. I is a subject. Was reading is was plus verb plus ing. I was reading. They were studying at 8 p.m. They is a subject. Were studying is were plus verb with ing. They were studying at 8 p.m. Now let's take a look at the timeline for past continuous tense. So we have past, present, and future, right? And present continuous is represented by a bracket section of red dots in the past. So this is the action in progress at a specific time in the past. For example, I was reading when the phone rang. So I was reading when the phone rang. They were studying at 8 p.m. Now, key time markers for past continuous tense. While. She was studying while her brother was playing video games. When. I was sleeping when you called. At a specific time. They were still working at 10 p.m. All day or all night. He was painting the house all day. For hours. They were arguing for hours. Now let's talk about past perfect tense. We use past perfect to describe an action that was completed before another action or point in time in the past. It emphasizes the sequence of two past events, making it clear which one happened first. Let's take a look. So, past perfect is used to show a completed action before another action in the past. For example, she had finished her homework before her friends arrived. The first action, finished her homework, was completed before the second action, friends arrived. Also, it is used to describe actions completed before a specific time in the past. For example, by 8 p.m., they had eaten dinner. The action, had eaten dinner, was completed before the specific time, 8 p.m. So now this is the structure for past perfect tense. We have subject plus had plus past participle. For example, by 8 p.m., they had eaten dinner. They is a subject. Had eaten is had plus past participle. In case you forgot what past participle is, past participle is a third form of irregular verbs. Write, wrote, written. Written is a past participle. For regular verbs, add ed to the base verb. Walk, walked. Walked is a past participle. Now let's take a look at this timeline. So we have past, then we have later past action, and then we have present. Now, a completed action in the past, which is the first action, you see, it's a completed action in the past, is represented by red dots that end before another action, second action, or later past action. So past perfect is the first action completed before the second one in the past. For example, she had finished her homework before dinner. They had already left when we arrived. So first they left in the past and then we arrived. Now, key time markers for past perfect. Before. She had left before I arrived. By the time. By the time we got there, the show had started. Now, past perfect continuous describes an action that was ongoing before another action in the past. It emphasizes both the duration of the action and the fact it was in progress for some time before it ended or was interrupted. So, past perfect continuous, emphasizing the duration of an ongoing action before another event. The past perfect continuous is used to focus on how long an action was happening before another event in the past. It shows that the action was ongoing for a period of time before it either stopped or was interrupted by another event. For example, she had been studying for 3 hours when her friend arrived. The action, studying, was ongoing for 3 hours before it was interrupted by the friend arriving. Let's take a look at the structure. Subject plus had plus been plus verb with ing. She had been studying for 3 hours when her friend arrived. She is the subject. Had been studying is had plus been plus verb with ing. Had been studying. She had been studying for 3 hours when her friend arrived. Now let's take a look at the timeline for past perfect continuous. Past perfect continuous is represented by a continuous line of red dots that begins in the past and ends before another action in the past. So we have past and present. Now, past perfect continuous is represented by a continuous line of dots, ongoing action, and it ends in the past before another action in the past. So it's a duration before a specific point in the past. I had been working for 2 hours when he called. She had been waiting for the bus for 20 minutes. Now, key time markers. For plus duration. She had been working for 5 hours when the meeting ended. Since plus specific time. They had been arguing since morning when I arrived. Great job! Thank you for learning English with me. If you enjoyed this lesson, please remember to like it, subscribe to my channel, and leave your comments below. And of course, I'll see you in my next videos. See you soon. Take care.